While some experts like Rick Rodriguez say that we've actually taken a step backwards, others like Deborah Norris say we shouldn't let things like that keep us from walking in the footsteps of those before us.
The research says as long as the student has that one person there who's cheering them on and says, I believe in you and I know you can do this, they tend to be encouraged to take the next steps.
So after a successful career, why did Mary Kim decide to leave the business?
Sometimes people will come to a point in their life where they feel that, they've been there, done that. And if your job gets to a point where you're not waking up in the morning and anxious and happy to go to work, then it is probably time to move on. And for me, I had reached that point.
She then tried running for Congress.
Hi, I'm Mary Kim Titla. Welcome to my website. I hope this will be one of many visits for you because I believe a campaign should develop a relationship with the people, and it should provide an opportunity for all to participate in what is turning into a historic campaign.
However, she was unsuccessful. But she still runs Native Youth Magazine, a forum for Native students to get their own work published.
They get exposure here, but when they're picked up, of course, they get exposure on a national level. With Indian Country Today or like Say Magazine, they picked up some of the stories that we've published. And so they have a real tangible, publication that they can have in hand. And they can use it on a resume.
She says she wants to serve as a mentor for years to come.
And I hope that more young people will realize that we need to have them at the editorial tables because we need them to pitch those stories, those positive stories about Native Americans and Native American communities, and it will only happen if they're at the table.
As for Randy, he says he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Hey there, Celeste. The approval wraps up a 3-day session lawmakers were in.
But what does the future hold for him?
I want to go back to the res someday. I know I do. I know I want to go back to the res someday.
In the Information Center, I'm Andy Harvey, 12 News.
Because I could teach, or work for my tribe, or work for a nonprofit or Indian organization. Someday. I'm not ready to leave TV yet.
We've learned why it's so important to have many different voices in the TV newsroom, especially when it comes to Native Americans. We've learned why that representation is so important to get those stories told that would otherwise go uncovered. Yes, there are challenges, but it's time for the Native voices to get louder. It's time for them to be heard.